I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
How y'all doing, baby? It is Sunday, baby. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting, and I'm glad y'all are here. Let me get my stuff straightened up here because John's still dealing with issues with OBS and all of it. Anyway, Silly Bebo was the first one to jump in. Thank you very much, darling. And followed by John Cass. Sam is here. Harvey W. and Annette Serrano. Nancy Wright, Pepper Roberts, and Suzanne Forsepi. Thank you. Bessie Matthews. Pat Hunter, Bruce Preston, Trudy Backer, Bob K, Busy Lizzie, Stephen Scott, Ursula Ray. Damn, everybody's here. David Ritchie, Carol Lowe, our own Miss Chick is in the room. Thank you very much, darling. You're scaring me this time. I said, oh, man. Cobra Jet Cat is here. Susan Greenland. Boy, howdy. Helen Hernandez. Everybody's here. Kelly 1313. Boy, howdy. Alton Gillespie. Dan and Jan. Boy, howdy, let me grab my thing here and whoop it on down here. All right. Oh, no. Technical issues. Get a hammer. Anyway, it is Sunday. Let me tell you something. The wind was brisk today. The water was good. Fishing was great. Catching sucked. Didn't catch a damn thing today, but that's how John spent his day today. As a matter of fact, John's been trying to spend a little time on the water. It relaxes me. It makes me clear my head and all that stuff. So John's been doing a little fishing here lately, and heavy on the fishing, light on the catching. But yeah, we all need to take a break every once in a while, and this has been a very trying time for all of us. We thought we had something in the bag, knew we was gonna just walk off with it, and boy, howdy, we got kicked in the teeth, and things are just starting to take light, and we're seeing what's happening and his picks and all this stuff, and none of it looks good. I did see where President Joe Biden gave authorization for Ukraine to use the long-range missiles that we have provided, gave them permission to use them, and we can only hope. Yeah, what's going to come of that? I know that doesn't make Donnie happy. Anyway, we're gonna see a big change here pretty damn soon, and it's enough to make us all worry. It's enough to make the world take a deep breath and see what's coming. Anyway, Miss Chick, how are you? How was your fishing today? Did you do any fishing?
I did not.
You did not? Well, no, you just need to take some time off and go fishing.
I went shopping instead of fishing.
Oh, that works, doesn't it?
No, I hate shopping.
Ah. Well, it depends on what
running
kind of
around, getting the groceries, and not finding stuff
shopping.
you want,
No,
junk like that.
That's not the fun shopping. That's the necessary shopping.
Yeah, it's the necessary shopping. And I didn't necessarily want to do it.
I think we're all at that stage where there's not much we want to do right now. My motivation level is depressed, and yeah, it was just time to take a little time off and like I said, do a little fishing, and yeah, but the wind didn't help today. It was a very heavy wind today, and every time he cast, it was like
blowing it right back at you.
Well, no, he's casting it with the wind, but Jesus, man, it's just like it's blowing you. I mean, it was blowing. So yeah, Nancy Wright had the idea.
Yeah.
So, we gave
Yeah.
permission for Ukraine to start using long-range missiles.
I
What,
I did not see that. I will
yeah.
confess that my weekend kind of didn't go as planned. Well, I don't know. I took some time off. Literally, I had to go to a funeral on
Oh,
Saturday.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Well,
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sorry to
I
hear that.
mean, I am not a religious person. It was held in a church, so, at least my hair didn't catch on fire.
Well, there you go. Didn't burst into flames when you walked in the doors. That's a good
No,
thing. That's a
a
good
good
thing.
thing. And
Boy,
the
howdy.
gentleman that passed away, I've known him since like 1973 or 74. He was a Vietnam vet. Um, and he was the kind of person, John, that without even saying the saying that you do about, put a smile on your face and give that shit away,
Yep.
he did that every day. He literally didn't like to leave anybody unless they were smiling.
Good on him. Good on him. It's
Good
all we should
on
all that.
him. And he
You
was the
know.
kind of person it was hard to not smile, and it was contagious. He was a contagious person.
You know, as hard a time as I'm having right now, and I am, my heart is fucking breaking every goddamn day.
Yeah.
I still walk out that door, and if I see somebody, I smile and how you doing, and I'll try to put a smile on their face somehow. Make a comment about the weather. It sure is windy or whatever it takes.
Yep.
You know, it's not for their benefit. It's more for my benefit. And
And right now it's fake it until you make it,
yeah,
just force that
yeah,
smile, because
yeah,
eventually it'll come
yeah.
back.
It'll come
It'll come
back
back.
eventually. You hope.
Yeah. But
But
the strange part was, because I've been to funerals where, with veterans and stuff, and they do the honor guard outside, with the 21 gun salute and the whole bit. They did it inside. I don't know exactly how they achieved that. They had something that made the same noise, and it was not a recorded
which
noise.
oh, it
I
was
don't know
not a
how they did.
recorded noise.
No, it was not a recorded noise. It was like they had some kind of firecrackery type things that went off, and I got through
Low
the
powder
funeral just fine
blunts.
until they did the honor guard part, and then I was sobbing. I
Yeah.
was just sobbing.
Well,
It always hits
it's
me.
usually a touching ceremony. You
Hmm.
know, it's sad when we lose anybody, a veteran or just somebody in our family. You know,
Yeah.
it takes a toll on you, and yeah,
But it was
everybody.
also a time to gather with some community that I don't see very often, and
Well, there you go.
give hugs. There was a lot of hugging.
Yeah,
Hugging is
that's what
good. I like hugging.
hugging is good. It's good for
Yeah.
you, and it's yeah.
But it kept me from really wanting to do much the rest of the weekend. And that's okay. That's
That's
just
it.
fine.
It is. It is. I admit that's exactly what I've been doing. Fake it till you make it. It's
Yeah.
every day is tough, and I miss her dearly. I see her everywhere in this house. I smell her. And it's hard to move past that, and so I've taken a little time to do a little
Don't
fishing
force it.
with my son, and in hopes that
Yeah.
anyway.
Because this shit show's not going anywhere.
No, the
It's
shit show's not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, it's just going to heat up. How do
Oh,
you
yeah.
know? I just the discussion around whether or not there's even going to be confirmation hearings, whether or not they're going to take a recess. It just stinks. I don't think like Matt Gaetz is the biggest one out there that everybody's talking about. He cannot get confirmed. There's no way that man can get confirmed.
Well, and I have a question, John. They don't just call I mean, the speaker doesn't just call a recess. Don't they have to vote on that?
Well, now we're talking
Or
about the Senate, not the House.
okay.
The House, yeah, it's.
But I mean, but isn't it everything always get kind of voted on in some way?
I didn't know this was going to be a test day.
Well, I don't know. I'm just asking. It's just a question. I don't
Thank
know
you,
all the
Chief.
rules.
Thank you.
They don't just say, "Oh, recess." I mean, someone doesn't just make that decision in recess. They have to put it out there and vote on it.
I'm not
as a
sure. I'm
group.
not sure. I'm thinking the leader of the Senate can call a recess. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm not sure if somebody in the chat can answer that. I'm not sure. Uh, they're talking. They're talking like it is, like no problem. We'll just go into recess. He can make the appointments, and there you go. They got it for 2 years, and see what happens later. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm not, and that's
I'm not up
embarrassing
on.
for somebody who's having a show and discusses this stuff. But no, I'm not in my game, and I'm not.
Well,
Uh,
it's stuff that we haven't run into
yeah,
before, so
yeah.
it's like, oh lordy.
Uh,
Yeah.
they both have to agree. The Nancy Wright says they both have to agree to be able to go on. So I would guess they would have to take a vote.
Yeah, or at least a majority of them would have to say, yeah, let's take a recess. But I mean,
Well,
granted, they might do that, but
well, then it makes me wonder just what would the is it by simple majority or
again, question I would have
yeah.
too: is it a certain percentage or certain head count, simple majority? I don't know. I don't know.
Boy, howdy shit. Well, look at there. John McCormick came in with a $2 donation and said, howdy, John. John in the Philippines. I had the distinct pleasure of talking to John on the phone today.
Oh, I was going to ask you about that.
Yes. Oh, is that? I was wondering
Did
how.
we get things straightened out?
Yes, we did. Yes, we
Okay.
did. We're going to take care of that. Yeah. That's how come I say that when something happens. And, but John, don't worry about a thing. I plan on doing that mañana, tomorrow. So you should have that. Yep.
Reverse that. Reverse that.
Yes, reverse that. We appreciate it though, John, and no worries there, brother. Anyway, what were we talking about?
We were talking about whether how do they figure out the recess thing? Do they vote? Do they not vote? Or they just call it? Or yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate not knowing too, and I don't have the app to Google that shit while I'm live here. But let's assume that that they do take a vote, and is it just a simple majority? If so, well, the Republicans would have it, and they go into recess.
Ask says they do not have to vote.
I'm thinking it's just the majority leader.
The process says that when Congress is in recess, meaning it's not in session for a duration of time, the president can make appointments temporarily without. Okay, we know
10
that
days.
part, but what we're asking is, do they have to vote to take a recess?
It's
He
10
said
days. The Senate has to be in recess for 10 days or longer.
Who gets to call recess?
Yeah.
Who gets to call it? Mike Johnson makes the call all by himself.
I don't know about that. We're talking about the Senate.
Yeah, Mike
House.
is the House.
Yeah, Mike is in the House.
And the House doesn't seat the.
And John Thune is going to be the leader of the House. I mean, the leader of the Senate. So it would have to be John Thune.
But not until after they're sworn in January 5th or whatever.
Yeah, after the new Senate takes control. Yeah, because right now we hold the Senate. We lost that. That's hard to swallow. That we lost the Senate. We did not gain control of the House, and we lost the White House. And throw in the Supreme Court in his back pocket. What the hell could possibly go wrong? And we're seeing it with his picks. He doesn't give a shit. They've been reporting it, and we've all been talking about it. He doesn't value experience at all. It's loyalty to him. Matt Gaetz hasn't got the experience to be Attorney General. Pete Hegseth, or whatever his name is, does not have the experience to be head of the Department of Defense. That
guy.
That guy. They
The
don't
guy that
have.
was the weekend edition.
But it doesn't
of
matter because that's not what he's looking for. He's not looking for somebody that's going to take
Oh no,
actions on their
he's
own.
appointing the loyalists some spots to do
That's it.
some
That's
nothingness.
it.
Yeah,
Boy, howdy shit. Let me
and I
thank
don't
Kirk.
know.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Let me thank Kirk Stromberg, who came in with a $20 donation and said Trump is trying to use a Senate recess appointment loophole because he knows his picks are so bad they would never pass an actual legitimate confirmation hearing. This is an attempted authoritarian move at its finest. Indeed, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. Because, like I said, Matt Gaetz is not going to get confirmed. I doubt Pete Heads, but he's got this thing he paid off. An accuser, is
Yeah.
that the, yeah. So, you'll pay off somebody if they, if they're lying,
They're all lying. They're all lying all the time.
they're all liars. Hello, AD.
How you doing, brother?
AD, your volume is way low, brother.
I'm sorry. Let me turn it up.
Can you hear him, Miss Chick?
Can you hear me now?
A little better.
A little bit better.
Gotcha. I got you. Yeah, just same old stuff, man. Just watching this stuff crumble. I mean, everything he's done to elect these people in his cabinet. And Matt Gaetz is not going to get confirmed. I don't think so.
He can't get confirmed. Can he get appointed is the question.
Right.
But I mean, he put him up for the appointment. But I just in the Senate is not going to confirm it.
Well, not
yet.
Not yet. Because if things flip around, and the Senate could appoint him.
I know, but I don't think they are, because there's a lot of Republicans that do not like him.
Do you think there's a Republican out there that's in Washington right now that will actually stand up against Trump? I don't. Not if they're still in office, they won't.
Mitt Romney? Is Mitt Romney still in there?
No.
No.
He'll be gone. He'll be gone.
He'll be gone too. Shit.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that don't like him because of the McCarthy situation. You know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of people that got elected that are McCarthy
Matt Gaetz?
loyalists.
There's a lot of the ethics committee in the House was set to release that report on him, and because he resigned, now all of a sudden they're saying, well, we don't have to do that. Speaker Johnson already said no, he doesn't think they should, and the Senate is going to get that information one way or another, either by subpoena.
The ladies are all saying that they need to vote to recess.
Oh shit!
I'll tell you. What a piece of work Matt Gaetz is.
Yeah.
To make him Attorney General. I mean, what the hell is going on?
I've lost my controls.
Uh-oh. Don't lose control, John.
Yes, I know it. I know it. Let's see if that works. Let me see. Oh, Lordy. Let's get a couple more people up here in the audience, see if I can reconnect my damn system. No, it's not connecting. Hello, Just Coggins. How you doing?
Doing well, John.
Good,
good. A day of fishing without catching anything is better than a day of work, I guess.
That's
as
true.
the old saying goes.
True. Yeah. And if they call it catching if you was catching all the time, but you're not.
That's right.
You're
That's
fishing,
right.
so.
And just what I heard is that the vote has to be unanimous for them to take a recess. That's what
that would be difficult to do.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure not all the Democrats would go on board with just making a recess.
Well, I mean, it has to be unanimous among their caucus.
Oh, among the Republican caucus.
Right. And so you're looking at Collins and Murkowski as kind of the...
I don't know.
I think both of them already said they're not going to vote to follow.
For me, my personal opinion is I am less concerned about people that have no clue how they work. So I think that if let's just say that Gaetz and Haggard get in. I think they would be swallowed by those. I think they would be swallowed by those institutions. But I'd be more concerned about someone who knows what the heck they're doing in the beginning. I mean, because I think they could send Hegworth down to, yeah, you go down this way, and
That
you
guy's
get
got a
swallowed up by
chip
the
on his
Pentagon.
shoulders.
Yeah.
He's got a chip on his shoulders. He's coming right out of Fox News. He's, going to try to make some bold moves.
Yeah.
What's that
The
guy
one that
that's
scares
wars are?
There's three of them.
There's three of them?
Yeah, there's the governor of South Dakota, and I forgot the other. There's like a three-person. Yeah, I can't think of that, but there's three people that are going to be dealing with immigration.
One of them was the lady that shot her dog, right?
Yep.
I remember that scene.
And if people want to know about worm brain, just look at American Samoa and measles. Check that out.
Yep.
And right now they have an MPOX situation in California, which is right now is no biggie, but you just wait for 2025 to come around.
That's true. That's true.
Go ahead.
We got to make
Dangerous
sure
to you
that
there.
we keep our levels right.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But you need, in order for immunizations to work, you need 95% compliance for herd immunity. If it's under 95% or thereabout, doesn't matter if you personally get inoculated for whatever. It would not, from my understandings, it would not be effective.
You wouldn't have herd immunity.
That's right.
So far.
But what could happen?
Yeah.
Just get rid of the fluoride in the water. Let's do away with vaccines. Let's there's a list of shit this guy is known for.
Sounds like a good plan, don't it?
Yeah, doesn't it? Let me see.
And
what happened?
And if you want a kind of a quickie explanation regarding tariffs, I happen to see a little. If anyone's seen Ferris Bueller, there's a little kind of a quick synopsis of tariffs. Look at the Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act of the 1930s, and you'll see how effective tariffs are of helping out your financial situation.
Started the Great Depression.
Well, it worsened it.
Yep.
Yeah, it made it worse.
Yeah.
By the way, I got an answer for you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? I got your answer. It's right here. It
All
is actually, you were asking about recess appointments. It is
Right.
under Article 1, Section 5, Clause 4, adjournment of Congress. Neither House during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of the other, adjourn for more than 3 days, nor any other place other than that which the two houses shall be sitting. It says in Article 1, Section 4, Clause 2, the framers stipulated that when Congress would assemble and begin conducting its official business, that the framers gave the two chambers Congress, the House of Representatives and the Senate, authority to adjourn. The House and Senate can use this power independent of each other in the requirement that if one chamber wants to adjourn for more than 3 days, it requires the other consent. If the two houses cannot agree to adjourn, the Constitution gives the president power to adjourn that.
Well, there's your answer.
Yeah. Oh, yep, there you go. So
There you
basically,
go.
it says in Article 2, Section 3 provides, in part, in case of disagreement between the House of Representatives and the Senate with respect to the time of adjournment, the president may adjourn them to such time he shall think proper. Period.
But Biden's president until the 21st, right?
Until the
Correct.
21st.
right.
Until the
Right.
until the 20th January.
At noon
At
on the
noon when he's
20th.
sworn in. And at that moment he could do it. So guess that answers that question.
Yep, it's under Section 1. Let's see, what is it? What did I say? One more time. It's under Article 1, Section 5, Clause 4, the adjournment of Congress. There you
Go
go.
ahead.
I just don't think anyone's gonna, because the only secret vote that they took was the appointment of the majority leader. Everything else is going to be on the record. So I'm not sure that they're really gonna.
Well,
have
the houses will not agree.
Yeah.
The two caucuses are not going to agree. The Democrats are not going to agree to do that. So if it comes down to push to shove and Donnie calls for recess, it's in the bag.
Why the hell would they recess when these guys, they're on vacation all the time?
Yeah, no shit. But yeah, this would be an intentional skirt around from on the Constitution. Using
Guarantee
the
all the
Constitution.
Democrats will be there, though. The Democrats will show up.
Oh yeah, and they're not going to vote to recess. So that would leave it in Donnie's hand. They'd probably force that issue to make him do it. You know. Fact is,
Well, I
if
heard
you can
people
do it.
talking about Matt Gaetz here a moment ago. You know, the only reason why friggin' Mike doesn't want to release that thing is because if they knew that he was free and clear, they would release it immediately. But they know that
They know he's not.
They don't want anybody to see.
Yeah, he called it a draft,
Yep.
and it wasn't quote unquote ready for release. He said it was just a draft.
Bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit.
They've been working on that thing for 3 fucking years. So go figure. I mean, it's
And I think we all know what it means, what it says.
It means he's guilty.
you don't want to reveal it.
He's guilty.
It stinks.
I can't remember that Republican's out there talking about how Gates is down there on the House floor passing his phone around, showing off videos, and all this stuff. You know, that's his own house. You know, that have verified what he's done. But again, ethics doesn't really give a shit to Donnie. Donnie doesn't give two craps about ethics or morals or any of that. He wants his agenda done.
He cares about loyalty. That's all he cares about, loyalty.
Well, I was kind of curious if Biden has the FBI right now doing background checks regardless of these people, because then the FBI could just hand them, look, we did the background checks while you guys are busy screwing around. Here they are. Boom. I mean, what did you think that Biden's White House is busy doing background checks on Gates, on Tulsi Gabbard, all these fucking people? Why do they have to wait? They don't have to wait. They can do it right now. Period.
I'm not sure it would make a difference. You know.
They could at least release it to the news, right? Make it public.
Make it public. I agree. They should make it public.
The crazy thing is, though, you got so much.
The Attorney General, the highest legal officer in our land. Think of that. Matt Gaetz, really?
Hell no.
Well, it's a joke to everybody, to anybody that knows anything about that man.
He's more of a joke than Merrick Garland, that's for sure.
Oh, for damn sure. The thing is,
Merrick
there's
Garland
so
turned
much
out to be
disinformation. There's so much
waste of
disinformation
time.
out there. Yeah, there's so much disinformation out there. Is that even when you tell the truth, when you show proof of the truth to people, they don't want to believe it. They're like, nah, this is not real. That's a lie. You know what I mean? That's like his supporters especially. They think it's a lie. You can tell them the truth. They can watch it happen in front of their face, and they'll still say it's a lie. It's fake news. He started that shit, and it keeps going.
Well, I almost guarantee we need
Keep
to
them
make
in the dark and feed them shit just like mushrooms. You know, that's exactly what they do.
That doesn't make you a fun guy either. That doesn't make you a fun guy. Get it. Fun guy.
Hey, let me catch up here. I'm sorry. James Tripp came in with $5. Said I will never consider him as my president. Yeah, I don't think anybody wants to consider him our president. And Diana Mallory, bequeather of the gong and secret squirrels, came in with $5. Said, I am sorry, but for the next 2 years, I choose to let the chips fall where they may. Nothing we can do but observe. One blessing is no more fuck Trump rallies. Oh, baby, I don't think the Trump rallies are going to go away. I think he's going to keep right on going with them. He feeds his ego. He'll come up with some other title for him, I'm sure. But, Diana is right, in a way, in a sense that there's not a whole lot we can do. They have the White House, they have the Senate, they have the House of Representatives, and they got the Supreme Court in their back pocket.
Yep.
There's not a whole lot
Well,
we can
I
do.
like the new term that's going around. FAFO.
What's that?
FAFO. Fuck around and find out.
Oh, fuck around and find
There
out.
you
Yeah,
go.
that's a
That's my
governor.
favorite saying right there.
That right
Well, and that's what it's going to be. There's a group of governors that are banding together to try to prevent him from doing the worst of his
Agenda.
ideas, worst of his yeah. And and again, everything that he tries to do, the Democrats are gonna fight him in court. We're gonna do the same thing they do, file in a Democrat-friendly district, and work it through the courts and hope it gets to the Supreme Court and hope for the best. Force the Supreme Court into making a damn decision. What are they going to do? Are they going to uphold the rule of law, or are we just going to go down this path of we got a new dictator?
Yeah.
Well, I saw JD.
It's not
I saw
American.
JD Pritzker on TV last night. Isn't he the governor of Ohio? Is that correct? JB Pritzker, whatever.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Okay, the guy that he looks like a union boss. They were asking him about the deportation, the mass deportation shit, and they asked him if he was going to task his state police and his local resources for that. And his answer was, we're more than happy to help the president, even though we're a blue state. We're more than happy for him to take all the people that are illegal immigrants that are in prison away, or any troublemakers. And when it comes to separating families, well, then we're just going to have to see how that works out. That was his. He didn't say no,
Yep.
but he didn't say yes either. But he did say that he wanted all the people that have already been convicted, or people that are known gang members, cartel members, working the streets. Yeah, he wants those people removed so they got safe streets, which who can blame him? But,
You-
when it
That's
comes to
understandable.
separating families, that's going to be a different issue. So,
Everybody's going to be watching this. He made that his biggest campaign issue, that on day one it was going to be mass deportations. So you could bet your ass he's going to try to make some kind of showing, some kind of action on that day or the next that is
didn't he
everybody's
say it was
going
going to get bloody, too? Wasn't those his words? It could get bloody.
One very violent day.
one very violent day.
Yeah.
What does
was
that
a
mean?
perp.
He don't care about
Huh?
separating family. He don't care about separating family. He does not give a shit. He'll do it anyway.
Oh no.
That's his whole agenda. He don't care.
What I take that to mean is crystal knock, American style.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is.
The purge.
That's where he learned it from. That's where he learned it from. That fucking Nazi shit. That's where he learned it from. Disgusting.
Yeah,
Well,
it's all-
someone in the chat asked about what about our public schools, and a lot of people misunderstand some of that. So Trump's campaign had pledged to eliminate the Department of Education. He claimed that the department pushes woke ideology on America's school children, and its employees hate our children. Well, that's just his view.
Yeah.
But he promised to return education to the states. But in fact, the Department of Education does not set curriculum, can't say that word. States and local governments do. So it already is
Yep.
in the states' hands, people.
Yep.
The Department of Education collects statistics about schools to monitor student performance and promote practices based in evidence. It provides about 10% of funding for K through 12 schools through federal grants of about $19.1 billion to high poverty schools, and of $15.5 billion to help cover the cost of educating students with disabilities. And I could go on and on
Yeah,
and
we don't
on,
need none of
but
that shit, huh?
there's nobody setting any woke. No, originally they called it the what did they got stuck on critical race theory. That was the one that they started spewing at first, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one that
It was
isn't taught.
It was never taught. It was never
Well,
taught.
That's like
Yeah.
college board.
Okay, slow down.
Advanced. Yeah.
Slow down.
Go
What they did was they twisted it. It was originally a course that you were taught if you were going to school to
Law
become a lawyer,
Exactly.
right?
The only
And
time it's the only time it's offered, period.
well, they might have, made it into a side one. It's still college related course.
Correct.
Yeah.
But no,
But they
they
took
they
it-
went running
They
off
took
with
it right
that.
down to elementary school. That's
You
where
take
they
you
ran
talk about education. You know how we're required to go from kindergarten through K through 12. That's a requirement. I believe that once they need to make community college, 2 years of community college for everybody mandatory and make it free. Because once you get people up and out of high school, out of their clique where they have to intermingle with other people, they find that more people when they're in that kind of environment that they're, basically they're more critical thinkers. And that's the problem we have going on in America is we don't have enough critical thinking. So once you get people in college at least 2 years under their belt, they can go to trade school, fine. But you know what? It should be a requirement and it should be free.
It should be.
everywhere,
It
period.
should be, because that's what
It
we
is in
preach
Europe.
all the time. That a college education or equivalent is necessary in today's world.
And it can be.
And it
And it can be. Well, because
It should be.
90% of, like, for example, SEC or Big 10 or Big 12 schools, 90% of their budget does not come from tuition, period. 90% of their budget comes through contracts for sports. And so, because if you get, for example, I had a friend that went to U of I, University of Illinois, and through their football program, and ESPN and Fox, and to get either Big Ten football, Big Ten basketball, all of the budgets for those Big Ten or Big 12 schools or SEC schools is already set. So technically they could have free education. And I always ask people, okay, if your big thing is, I don't want them to get a free ride.
Right.
That's, well, what do you do about those students that got a free ride out of high school, who were maybe the valedictorians who got a free ride, or those students who are, a star, athlete. They're getting a free ride.
Yeah.
I don't see anybody complaining about that. So.
Do you know how many American students go to Europe to get their education because they have free college there? There's a lot.
I would
A
think
lot,
it would be a
because
substantial amount.
Free-year college in Europe. So there's tons of American citizens that go to Europe for 4 years to get free college because that's just the way they do it, where they got free healthcare, they got free education in Europe.
Most of them stay over there too.
Yep.
A lot of them stay
Yeah,
over there.
they do. They do. Believe it or not. And funny enough, they end up finding opportunity more in Europe than coming back to the States. But I know tons of people that have gone to Europe for college because it's free and the healthcare is free. So I don't know why America is so behind the times if the rest of the world
Money?
is doing this.
Money?
Got free health. Yeah,
Money,
true.
Yeah, money.
and
That's it,
Republicans.
baby.
Money
You know,
and
we're not
Republicans.
we're not in for free health care here. You're going to pay for that shit. Same way with education. You're going to pay for it.
Well, and a lot of
better.
it gets back to the whole evangelical bullshit stuff about, they want more church in school.
Don't
And
give me.
they believe the public schools are not,
They think they're tainted.
well, no,
Tainted.
they
By
believe
woke-
that they're
by-
doing the
by
opposite, that they're
liberals.
taking all of that, good stuff. They're indoctrinating their children with secular values, and like, well, come on.
The only thing they're
Joseph
doing is telling
Joseph Martinez just came in with a $5 donation, and a very good question. Did Greg Abbott pass where private schools like churches can get funds from taxes? I want to say yes.
I don't
I
know.
want to say yes.
They tried
that-
it in Kentucky. But we just shot it down.
Yeah, I think he
Well,
tried to do it here. He's trying to do it here, or tried to do it here, and it's going to be struck down. It's going to be struck down.
Is that kind of like one of those voucher things?
Vouchers.
that-
Yep.
Oh,
I mean, that's
interesting.
usually what they use is
Maybe
like
so.
voucher.
Maybe so under the voucher system.
Well, at least a federal judge in Louisiana struck down the 10 Commandments and all collateral.
Indeed.
I seen that.
Yeah, he struck that shit down. He said, nope, you can't put the 10 Commandments on whatever it is.
It's unconstitutional. It's unconstitutional.
Correct. Got that down because it's a slow creep. You know that with getting rid of books. It's just a slow creep. That's what they're
I
doing.
know.
A slow creep into authoritarianism.
They're pushing as many buttons as they can to see what happens. That's what it is.
Yep. You know, Donald Trump right now
Sure
is
did
trying to
out.
create a constitutional crisis. That's what he's trying to do. He's pushing the bounds of our limit of our Constitution. He's trying to cause a constitutional crisis. He's pushing at all the seams and finding out what breaks. But we got 248 years of this democracy, and it's a hell of a lot stronger than he has power to push.
Exactly.
He could try.
I'm
He
depending on
could
that.
try, but there's other
could try.
guardrails there.
I'm counting
There's other
on that.
guardrails. Yeah.
Oh, Grandpa, hold on. I gotta call out. I want to thank out Shaking Me Bones, who came in with a $100 donation. Thank you very much, Breaking Bones. I like what she wrote. It's a Turkish proverb. When a clown moves into a palace, he doesn't become king. The palace becomes a circus. And that's what
Bravo.
that's
Bravo.
what we're gonna get with Donnie.
Like that.
That's good.
That is very, very good. I like that.
Although I do think that Biden and the Democrats could have learned a lesson from Donnie, and I think they made a huge mistake by not over naming things, because what's going to happen is that these infrastructure projects are going to take a couple years to fix, and what Donnie's going to do is he's going to put it up. Oh, this is Trump Bridge, or this is Trump. And so I think Biden should have said, this is, because that's why people believe that he sent them the checks, because he signed them. So I think that was a big mistake that Biden made, is that they didn't want to take credit. They just wanted people to get money, get help, but people are not going to remember that. They're going to remember that, oh, Donnie sent this check. So I think he needs to start naming things that the Biden I-95 bridge, or whatever that was fixed in 12 days in Pennsylvania, so that people can have something to look at and say, oh yeah, Biden did that, or Biden did this.
Hey, let's go back to that $600 check that Donnie gave us, because I remember when he gave us that check, guess what? That $600 was taxable. That came back out of my money when the following year. It was a $600 loan. It was never a gimme.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was never
But they got
You
They
know,
got all
like the
their
tax
business
cut he
loans
gave the
forgave.
wealthy. Oh, wait.
yeah,
All
so
their-
they got.
Yeah.
But that $600 check he sent everybody in America during COVID, or right when that started, I think that's one of them. I don't remember, but all I remember is then the following year, my wife, as she's doing tax, she goes, "Oh, you remember that $600 check we got?" I go, "Yeah." Well, guess
It's
what? We got to pay it
taxable.
all back. I go, "Well, that's a fucking loan."
Yeah.
Yeah.
But all
Let's
them
not
people
forget-
with all them business loans got forgiven though. All them business loans got
Oh,
forgiven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the PPP
Those
loan.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Marjorie Taylor Greene that stole
Yeah.
all the fucking money. Those
Yeah.
fuckers.
Believe me, I
Piece
see
of
those
shit.
tax dollars at work every day. Every day on my street, I see those tax dollars at work, baby. I do.
It's
Hello,
nuts.
Grandpa Fatty. Hey, what's up with the grandpa part? What's up?
Well, we got a new little blue dot running around these days, boys.
I kind of thought that was the meaning of that. Well, congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
Oh, Grandpa.
Outstanding.
Congratulations.
Buddy,
Happy, healthy little what? Girl, boy?
little girl, and got a boy
Oh,
coming in
sweet.
about 3 weeks.
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
Oh, boy, howdy.
wait, Grandpa, real quick. Bam, bam.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
been spending their weekends, right?
Was it a
Must've been
race?
something in the moon or the
Yeah,
water.
we know what they've been doing for the weekend, so
Yeah.
anyway, we got that one.
Well, shit,
No,
Fatty,
everything's good and
congratulations.
healthy.
That's really great, brother.
It is.
Being in Idaho and having, the pretty much the worst healthcare in the nation right now, with all our OBGYNs have left the state, and emergency situations going on left and right. But
Right?
you know,
Been a
we're
little
willing-
nerve wracking, huh?
Well, my hairline's receding a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that happening a lot where you're at?
Yeah, we've had 17. Well, as of this week, we've had 17 gals that have had to travel out of state for emergency services.
Mm.
Wow.
It's sad. It's a sad statement.
It
But
is
it's
A lot of
sad.
it's rural. We've only got kind of the metro kind of action going on with the decent facilities for the hospitals, the OBGYN centers, birthing centers, and it's just tough. And everybody's being recommended to join the Life Flight program and whatever, just in case, right? Because
Yeah.
the
Never know what could
doctors,
happen.
most of them have dual or even triple occupancy, where they can go to different hospitals when they need to. And Washington, Oregon, Utah, Montana, Wyoming. There's always something pretty close to across one of the borders that either way are all red states too. Unless you go to the left coast, and then you got Oregon and Washington's taking most of the brunt with their stuff in Spokane. But good Lord willing, everybody stays safe, and we just watch out for each other.
Listen, Carbuncle says they're trying to squeeze in Trump Bibles in schools.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
And
We had the Satanist League come in a few weeks ago and shut down that whole deal. And then we
Yes,
came
it is,
in
Cram. I'm just saying.
League too, and
I'm just saying.
we blocked the funding for the Bibles and all that crap, and the 10 Commandments. You guys were just talking about that too. We blocked all that too. So that's the best thing, and a lot of it is just a troll. But the Church of Satan and the Satan's Temple, they really do good work when it comes to trolling these assholes, because that's what they need. Straight up, they need to be trolled.
If you're going to have freedom for one religion, well, oh shit, it came back on. Damn.
Well, they don't want freedom for any but one religion.
No, just one.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also talk about official portraits in every classroom of dear leader.
Oh, great!
God.
I'm telling you, you wait for it. He wants the power of Putin and the adulation that Kim Jong-un gets. He wants us all just clapping. Got a picture of him hanging up there, dear leader, and all this shit.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, and I got a crazy mega uncle, and he said he's been in contact. He told my dad that he's been in contact with Stephen Chung, and he sent him a letter that said that what they should do is put the official picture behind the American flag. So that's when they take the Pledge of Allegiance, that's who they're looking at, as well as the flag, so that it becomes kind of indoctrinated and second nature.
Kim Jong-un much?
My son will be homeschooled. That shit happens. Ain't no damn way. No.
Well, it will be, because
I'm telling you. It's how they
well, these people are so stupid, because my uncle's like, well, the House was having all these hearings about UFOs. I'm not kidding. He has a friend who thinks that they had replaced all the governors with aliens, and like
lizard people.
Yeah, just in case the election went the wrong way. I'm like,
yeah, man.
You can't make this shit up, man. You can't make this shit up.
No,
you can't.
This shit's getting weirder and weirder.
The easy thing to ask these guys is, okay, Elon, great, yeah, Elon. What about his rockets? Because they're all flat earthers, right?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
He just last week, and he pushed the ISS out like another 2 or 3 miles out into orbit, so it doesn't have to fluctuate, and all of its sensors can work better now. And they're like, no, that's fake.
Yeah.
I consider a public service announcement that we recommend that everybody go start you an account at Blue Sky. It is it's similar to what it's almost exactly what Twitter used to be, heavily liberal democratic leaning, I think. And it's I'm on there. You can look for John Brevo on there, and I'm going to be trying to post my stuff on there. And they say it's taken off like shit. I mean, it's just millions and millions of people.
Can I mention something about that?
And Scarlett's on there.
Can I say something about that? I was watching Fox like 2 nights ago,
right?
And they drew reference to the fact that they were talking about X and all the misinformation, which I was surprised. But the blonde bimbo on fucking Fox and Friends, she was going, oh yeah, I hear that all the Dems have started some new social network that's like the old Twitter. She goes, but I don't quite remember what the name was. And I go, good, don't fucking advertise shit on Fox. She could not remember it. And she tried. She sat there for a minute. She goes, it's called, and then she goes, God, I can't remember the name of it. And I go, thank God, don't tell anybody about it, because we don't want the trolls coming.
Oh, they'll get there, man.
Yeah.
Was it Janine? Was it Janine Pirro?
No, but it was one
It's
of
Ron
no,
George?
it was a
Yeah.
blonde bimbo. It was one
Yeah,
of the
I
blonde.
can't
bimbos.
remember her name. Yeah, the one that you sit behind between.
Megan Kelly.
No, it
No?
couldn't. Well, no, it wasn't Megan, but I forget who it was. But anyway,
Don't
regardless, he couldn't remember the fucking name, and I said good because I sure the hell don't want them fucking mentioning that on Fox. And then next thing we know, we got all the trolls there. They'll end up there eventually, but right now it seems to be blue skies that they're clear. So let's
Boy,
keep
howdy.
it that way.
Let me catch up again here real quick. Let me thank Jeanette Gall, who came in with 50 Danish krones and said, have you seen the movie Vigilantes Incorporated? I found it here on YouTube. I think it's a standard answer of John said, did you see that movie, John? No. No, chances
I
are
haven't.
John didn't see the movie, but I think my kids did.
What's it called?
I've heard of it.
Vigilantes? Vigilantes what?
Vigilantes Incorporated,
Oh, Incorporated. Okay.
I guess.
I'll look it up.
Anyway, and Hudson Kerr came in with a $100 donation and said, John, my sister from Austin just came to me in Michigan. Went to Canada for my mom's 90th birthday. Emotions ran deep going from flag to flag. More than ever. Can't even bear to watch the news. Keep doing what you're doing and help us vent. You're a cathartic treasure. Well, Hudson, I appreciate it tremendously. I don't think I'm all that, but we're going to keep having it, baby. This family's going to continue on. This resistance is going to continue on. And Kay Allen, that darling in D.C., came in with $20 and said, there you go, baby. I am part of the resistance. Join in. Resistance keeps a democracy from suffering a slow death behind closed doors. That's what resistance does. And Joseph Martinez came in with $5 and said, we have an alien and a predator in the White House, Gates and Elon Musk. We've got a mess in our house is what we have. And the sad thing is we all recognize it. The whole nation, all the news recognizes the bullshit. Matt Gaetz, are you come on shitting me, RFK Jr.? He's not serious. He just wants lackeys. He just wants yes men in there to do whatever he wants. That's exactly what that is. He is going to try to make a drastic move. And it's only going to be our determination that's going to stop his ass. And it's going to be in the courts. It's got to be in the courts. But it may be in the streets. And if it is in the streets, it's in the form of protest.
That's right. That's right.
So we might have to come out in the streets,
America don't give up on itself. We don't give up on ourselves.
No, I say it all the time. We can be no less dedicated to this democracy than those that came before us. They didn't give up. They fought under worse conditions than this.
Exactly.
But now we're facing a different type of attack on our system.
They expect us all to have a spine. They want us to have a spine, just like they had. Period.
Well, let's remember what Nikita Khrushchev said. We will not destroy you from without. We will destroy you from within. That's a quote from Nikita Khrushchev. Look how far back that shit was.
Wow.
And guess what's happening? You know, we've got a president-elect now who is buddy with the Russian president, with Vladimir Putin. Oh, I mean, and oh man. It brings up a lot about what's going to happen, especially with the news today that Biden just raised the stakes in the war in Ukraine by allowing long-range missiles. That's going to change the dynamics. You know, Ukraine is going to use those missiles to hit internally of Russia.
Good.
Well, I might ought to start wherever those North Korean troops are. How about that?
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Oh, yeah, you know what? They're easy to find. Just look where computer is with Porto Play. They'll never make it to the front line as long as there's
Nancy
fucking
Wright.
Porto.
Midterms in
They've never
18
seen
months.
that
You're
shit
right, buddy.
before. Oh my God, they're having the time of their life. You know what? The funny thing is, they're going to go back to Korea and they're going to tell everybody, "Oh my God, you can't see all the titties I saw online."
You know the crazy thing is, I've already seen video evidence of them giving up, and what they're saying is that they're sending them in there with no intelligence or nothing.
The Aussies have been
No intelligence.
Stuff. There's some good stuff coming out of the Aussie troop.
And they said the Russians was not giving them intelligence, and the Russians was acting like.
Oh, the Russians. The
Russia
Russians
does
hate
not have the fighting force that was presumed it had.
You know what I mean? How you gonna have somebody
Russia's
next
big
to you?
deterrence
They can't
is out
stand?
in submarines, baby. That's where their
Yeah.
power is. It doesn't lie in
That's all
their
they got.
military might.
Yep. But we got nuclear submarines, so I know they do too. But
They do too.
our,
They
nu-
do too.
our nuclear
That's the
power,
dangerous
our
part
nuclear
of this
power
game.
submarines.
You know, is somebody's going to fuck around, and one day somebody's going to launch one, and then there you go.
You're gonna find out.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
That's
We're
we're going
turn
to fuck
into-
around and find
turn
out,
into a business.
and it's
We're
not
gonna
going to be
find
good.
out.
That shit starts flying around. It's not good for anybody. We all lose. Everybody loses.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Are you shitting me? Let me catch up, because Jim came in with a $10 donation and said, "We are the resistance. Keep on fighting. I'm ready." Thank you, John. Thank you, Jim. And Stephen Sayers came in with $10 and said, "Being white, I'm proud to admit that I voted for the black lady, because I listened to what Trump said." That was the best reason to vote for the opponent. Is all you had to do is listen to what that man said, and whoever's running against him, you should vote for. Anyway, Kay Allen came back, darling, with another 20 and said he's not Putin's buddy, he's Putin's troll. He's Putin's fuck buddy.
He's nothing but a piece of shit, John.
We all
That's
know
what he
this.
is.
We're all wondering how in the hell he convinced so many good Americans to vote for his dumb ass. And it's the word is it can be summed up in one word: hate. That's what the man sells. That's what he sells then. That's what he sells now. Hate. Hate somebody. Hate the immigrant. Hate your neighbor. Hate your
A
family.
lot of hate in this
There
world
is
right
nothing but freaking hate coming from that side.
Well, basically, John, we vote against what we fear, right? We don't vote for what we want. We get complacent.
That's
right?
true.
And what
That's
happened
true.
this time we got complacent, right? And people didn't show up, and that's exactly what this whole, love always wins, okay, but only by 51%.
Yep.
And love
Close
loses
race.
battle, right? Love
This was-
loses battle, okay, but they fucking win the war. But we have to fight for it, okay, right? We cannot be complacent.
No,
I'm
we have to
telling these
remind
fuckers-
ourselves of where we were 8 years ago.
Where were we
still
like
think it's very-
15 years ago, before Trump set up on the scene? Remember, like, it was okay for everybody to just get along, right? That before he came in, started this bashing of this projection, right? Of taking the narrative and flipping it and pinning it onto your opponent, and brainwashing, this hypno programming that's going on. I put together a playlist that I'm going to drop in the Discord, just a YouTube playlist of like 4 or 5 of these, drinks and stuff that are coming out and doing these specials in the past couple of weeks of how this stuff happens, the rhetoric, and how to notice the
Yes.
rhetoric. And I'm telling you, the Red Hat Challenge, you guys, is working for me. Okay, people are so ingrained and so stubborn. Red Hat Challenge. Prove to me that you are not a cult member. Tell me one thing, and just one thing only. Okay, you don't have to list a bunch of shit. I just want to know one thing that you think that Donald has ever done wrong in his entire life. One thing. And
Yeah,
I'm
what
telling
were
you, it's in 6-hour conversation, you guys. It starts off with the things that they thought he did good. That's not one bad thing. Okay, it takes a little bit of time, but I'm flipping people with this strategy. Okay, it's the reset of the mind. Their mind is 180 degrees backwards of what actual reality is, and they have no clue.
Yep.
They have no information. They have no receipts. They bring nothing but talking points. Okay, no talking point arguments fucking fly anymore. No,
Yeah.
bring receipts. Okay,
Yeah.
and with the policy, what was it? The only policy that he actually laid out was the tariffs. That's the only policy that he actually laid out, and that was in the last 2 weeks of the freaking campaign.
That's
Oh,
the
and
other
no
thing.
no taxes on tips too. That way
Yeah,
it was
but that's
been-
that's the
rhetoric.
other thing I was about to. That's the other thing I was about to. That's the other thing I was about to say is he had no policy
No.
That's
going
right.
into this election.
None of his supporters are there to discuss his policy, his ideals for this nation.
that's why they
I describe it as "fuck you." I'm voting for Trump. How you like that?
That's what it is.
That's it.
That's exactly
It's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
It's
Exactly
just
what it
You
that
ask them
that
why, they go, "It's a feeling." That's all they say. It's a feeling. It's a gut.
Well,
you know.
is. And I work with people that vote. I work with people that voted for him, and they all tell me all the time, like, "Yeah, I voted for Trump. I
reaffirms
voted
my
for Trump
faith.
because it makes me." What the fuck?
Trade
I
the
mean, what
price
the
tag
hell?
for
there's
freedom.
two things that just it's so easy in my mind to discern politics and religion. It's easy to see what you say against what you live. All right, and the same thing goes with maggots and all these.
Yeah,
They
man.
talk a good game of patriotism. Boy, they'll wave that flag out there, sing the song. Boy, they'll puff their chest up. America, boy, America. Yeah, what does that mean? We, the people, all of us, they don't believe in that shit. And it's the same way with their religion. They go to church every damn Sunday and preach about, a loving God, and then come back and hate your neighbor? No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't jive. It doesn't stand up to the test. I don't listen to what you tell me. I look at what you do.
That's
I look
right.
at what you do.
Exactly.
That's what shows the fruits of your labor, and your
Las
labor
Vegas, humanas.
obviously should. Look,
Been there.
look at the fruits of your labor. Look at this great family. Period.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The way I look at it, if you're true to your religion, you don't act that way toward people.
No.
You act good toward people. You don't sacrifice, everybody else's belief. I mean, it's people are people. If they need help, you help them. That's part of your religion, man. You
Yeah,
can't.
Jesus is too woke for these guys.
Yeah. I always wonder
You're
that.
brain
What they-
dead.
What was that? Oh shit.
But that's America. That's America. That's preachers in America. A lot of them are like that.
Well,
I
they're
mean,
all
you
about
see
the
all these motherfuckers that you see all
always-
these people that have
Sorry.
these stadiums and shit, and they're
Dude,
like the dude Joe Osteen. That's a stadium. He has a stadium.
when you can't see past anything else and actually name one thing, just one thing that the guy's done wrong. Okay, there's plenty of things. I don't care what it is. You're a cult member.
We could
And
come
tell
up
them.
with a damn
And
list.
keep telling them, you're a cult member. You are a cult member if you can't tell me one thing that this man has done wrong, and laugh at them, mock them. Okay, because that's what this takes. Okay, they're in this fucking WrestleMania mode of soap opera bullshit that they're all
They
living.
literally are.
It's
literally
their
are.
live action role play is what it is. They're in their own reality, straight up. And John, the first time I came on, the first thing I asked you was if you were a Boy Scout.
Oh, I remember that.
And,
Yes,
and I
I
gotta
was.
say, I
Yes.
keep coming back to this because it's so ingrained into me, not just growing up with Catholic guilt and all that, but the Boy Scouts, it really made a big difference in my life of always looking at everybody as equal, somebody that needs help. I gotta push back
That was
one
your
of the
duty.
super chats that came in a little bit ago about Donald is not my friend. I don't really hate, but I'm getting really close where I think I hate the guy. Right? It's that type of feeling,
Yeah, I
right?
moved into
And
that territory a long time ago. I do.
don't
I
I
hate
think
so
we were there.
take a bullet for
I
that man,
just,
right? I would still take a bullet for the man. Okay, not
Not
as a
me. Not me. Hell no.
I
I
know,
wouldn't.
I understand that. But God, this is fucking America. Okay, and if it came down to it, if it came down to it, and I had the chance, I absolutely fucking would, because this is America, and we don't fucking put up with that shit. We don't put up with stochastic
America
terrorism.
now.
We don't put up with fucking attempts on people's lives, whether it
I
was a
get that.
MAGA kid or not. I mean,
I get that.
it's
No, I know where you're coming from.
it's a core principle of America, that I would jump in front for a maggot. For any other human being that's on.
Then you'd be a martyr. Then
Would-
you'd be a martyr.
Would you
Well,
take the
no,
time
I
to
would-
find out?
I would
if
try
they
to
were
help
maggot or
people.
not.
I would try to help people. I would try to help people no matter what, but I wouldn't take a bullet for Donald Trump. There's no fucking
Fuck
way.
no, I'd throw him in the way. If the bullet was headed towards me, I would duck out of the way. Just
I
duck.
throw him in front of me. Honestly.
I mean, I know it's a hard line to fucking, but god damn it, you guys. I mean,
I understand the sentiment, Because,
Yeah,
like,
you know-
you're talking about taking one for
I do
him.
too.
All right, we all know who he is.
For
Take
America,
that away,
you know,
and would you intervene in any case? In any case, and if the answer is yes, well, there's the answer that you have to take.
I wouldn't have for him a few weeks ago. Not before I know now that he's going to be the next president. You know, because that's just the.
Well, that puts J.D. Vance in charge, and old little boy had a shit. No, we don't.
No, there's yeah.
Things might
he'll
be
make
kicked
his
in the
move.
butt down there.
I mean, this shouldn't need to go more than 6 months before they 25th his out and JD's installed.
Yeah,
He's been quiet as a mouse.
it's
There's
going to
some
be a rough 2 years. It is going to be a rough 2 years.
You
Disconnected
guys
again.
did touch
Damn it.
on something though too.
Shit.
The stimulus payment. Everybody I'm talking to, all the maggots I'm working with, and they all think they're getting a stimulus check. I have heard
They're
nothing.
gonna find out they're not. They ain't gonna get shit.
What do they think they're getting? What did you say they think they're getting?
Stimulus
Stimulus
checks.
checks. Stimulus checks.
Yes, I'm telling you. 9 out of 10 are in the belief that there's going to be stimulus checks coming in because he's going
God.
to.
Where do they even get that notion?
Yeah,
Like
they're going to be
news.
so exploited.
Newsmax.
They're very sorely.
Indeed.
It's Telegram, guys. It's Telegram.
Hey, let me
That's
catch up.
right.
Let me catch up
That's
again.
probably,
Let me see.
probably
Reject.
kicking ass checks is what it is, Patty.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Let me
John.
send out a couple thank yous. Reject Anticipatory Obedience donated $5 and said the left needs bankrolled like Tenant Media was, but with truth in America funded. We need the progressives, the Theo Bonds, and J.R. and Lex Friedman's. Uh-oh. I lost it there. We need the progressives, Theo Bonds, and J.R. and Lex Friedman's. I'm losing something in there, but Reject, thank you very much. Silly Bebo came in with $5, said, my mom is sure that they're not going to mess with contraception and said that I was ridiculous for being worried. She voted for him thrice. Silly Bebo.
Sorry.
That's what's so hard is we see family that do that. And you get mad at them and everything, but they're still your family. She's still
You
your
gotta love
mama.
them. You gotta love them.
Yeah, you gotta love them. And Kay Allen came in with $20. Again, Kay, be careful, and said Trump has belonged to Putin since Helsinki. I think it was before then, Kay, but that's where it was just demonstrated. That's where he came out on the world stage and bent down and kissed Putin's ass in front of everybody. Was right there. And I'll never forget that moment. Nor the moments before it when he was in the back room with Putin all by himself, with no American support in there whatsoever. Sounded dubious then, it sounds dubious now. He's a Russian hack is all look at him as. He wants Russia.
That was the most embarrassment besides January 6th. That was an embarrassment too.
Well,
by the way, did you notice that on Russian state TV that they're calling Tulsi Gabbard our girl? We got our girl. I mean, they're putting that on fucking state-run TV. They're like excited. They're going, "That's our girl."
Well, they did. They got their man too.
Hillary called it.
It's like the Russian. I mean, the Russians have a free hand in our government now.
What is that thing?
I have a hard time trusting Donald Trump with national secrets because I don't trust him not to hand them over to Putin.
No shit.
I think Tulsi Gabbard has Stockholm syndrome.
Oh,
You
for
think?
sure.
Yeah.
There's definitely,
That's got to be the explanation. I don't know.
yeah, for real.
Just
No,
because I'm in Hawaii, we have disowned her. We've disowned her a long time ago.
Yeah.
I bet you she'll never hit our shores here. If I saw her, I'd kick her right in the nuts.
I'm afraid we're going to hear a whole lot more about her.
Yeah.
From her.
you know what else we got to start doing, guys? We got to stop using these guys as proper names. We got to give them nicknames every time. Every time they need a nickname, and we cannot call them by proper names anymore. This is fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
Well, I called
cussing on here.
I
Every
called
one of them
Trump
would have a
Donnie
cuss
Bunker.
word in it.
I called Trump Donnie Bunker. Donnie Bunker.
Daddy
I'm
Barker.
partial to that for Don.
Donnie
That,
Bunker. Donnie Bunker. Like Archie Bunker.
on chicken pants.
Oh, Donnie Bunker.
Donnie
Donnie
Bunker.
Bunker.
Yeah.
You mean
Donnie
like
Bunker.
Bob?
That's too
I
nice.
call him lots of names. I
But
call him
remember when he
lots
went to
of
the
names.
bunker? You remember when he went to the bunker when they was all outside of the White House?
Yes.
Right.
He had a bunker inspector. He was the bunker inspector. Yeah. Donnie Bunker. I'm like, it's best
Speaking of
when you
bunker,
come up. Donnie
Did you see
Bunker.
Alex Jones yesterday that The Onion bought out InfoWars? And
Yes,
Yeah,
they did.
they bought InfoWars. Yep.
holy
Right.
shit,
Yes.
Alex, I love it. That dickhead deserves every
Every
kick in the
bit
nuts.
of it, every dime that man gets, ever has. I don't care if he's on the street with a tin can. I want the money in the can. Give it to him. I don't want
Rumor
him-
has it they're going to use it to try and, take apart conspiracy theories or make fun of them or whatever. Yeah.
I believe
That's
that.
exactly
Oh, yeah, they
what they're-
will.
Yeah,
They will.
they're going to use
They
this
will.
spoofing constantly.
That's what they're known
They
for.
will. Yeah.
And by the
They'll
way, they're
fuck-
giving the
They
money
get to
to
keep the name, don't they? They get to keep
Yes,
the name.
yes. They get
They're
the
gonna
name, they get everything.
dollars to the Sandy Hook parents, which is awesome.
Yeah.
They're going to be giving a ton of money to the parents. I think the parents actually kind of kicked in some of the money to help buy it.
I think
Can
they
you,
might have.
can you honestly think though, like being a grown
AD,
We
I
lost
lost
you.
Yeah, we lost you.
shit about them kids and their parents?
AD, we lost you, brother. We couldn't
Yeah,
hear a
we
word
lost
you
you.
said there.
I got you. I'm just because you imagine being him and saying that shit about them kids and their parents.
disgusting.
Being Alex
It's
Jones,
disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting.
I don't know how that man lives with himself. He
don't
knows
either.
what he does. He knows what he's done. How could a man just, no morals whatsoever. No morals, no integrity, no nothing. He's just an empty scumbag of shit, much like the guy he supports. But that's he's another one that sells hate, fear.
Yeah,
That's all. That's what they got. That's all they got over there.
that's what I was gonna say, John. Is that he anytime he can take control of a situation and make profit off of it, he'll do it. He'll do it.
Yes,
No matter what the cost is.
it doesn't
It's
matter.
like, what the fuck?
Doesn't matter if he can make a
That's
dime off it. He will.
That's disgusting, man.
It is.
Oh, my
It
God.
is.
It pisses me off every time I think about it.
It should
He
piss
definitely
everybody
find it
off. And I hope they continue taking every asset that man has should be turned over to those families. Huh?
I'm thinking him and Rudy Giuliani are going to be hanging out down at the men's shelter here in a few months.
There's another one. There's another one. Rudy had to turn over all of his shit too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we got to
He
take our
pulled
little
up- he pulled
victories
up-
where we can.
He pulled up
The
in a Cadillac
Ragtag Club.
that was confiscated from him, or something like that, to go to court.
It was a Mercedes that Laura
Yeah,
McCauley.
some shit like that.
He had to give that Mercedes to the two
Yeah.
ladies.
And
But
it
yeah,
was
he
like,
should.
Oh,
okay, well,
We got to call them the Ragtag Club.
yeah. What the hell, man?
They went into. By the way, Ruby and the other lady, they went to Giuliani's place in New York City, and when they walked in, the place was fucking completely almost bare. I mean, they
Yeah,
were
gutted
looking
it.
for things, and he came and took all that shit overnight.
They gutted it. They gutted it.
But forget it. They'll still get
They're
it.
going
one
to
way or
eat their
another.
own. They're going to eat their own. Eventually.
He's just thinking Trump. He's thinking Trump is going to fucking give him.
Let me send out a couple more thank yous to one to Irene Marconi, who came in with a $10 donation and said, "A most refreshing show. Thank you." Well, Irene, thank you very much, and please come back all the time. Adam Hewitt, hey Adam, came in with $5. Said, "Did you hear someone stole his golden shitter? He's trying to find out who took it, but he has nothing to go on." Ah, okay. No. Blueberries for life. He's got nothing to go on now. But the investigation continues. He can't hold it that long. Boy, howdy.
They keep looking, too.
Good one,
I heard
Adam.
that-
Good one, Adam.
He had 18 karat gold chairs on his airplane. I heard that when Melania came into the picture, that 727, all the chairs were 18 karat gold. I mean, what the fuck? That guy, you know what? I figured just go ahead and pour some molten gold down his throat, Mr. Midas Man. I mean,
Yeah,
he is like
I'm
the
all for it.
Midas
I'm
of
all for
humanity.
it. Golden statue, man.
I mean, look how orange he looks. I mean, he wants to be the color.
man. He's known for his gaudiness, his opulent lifestyle. How his he's got to have that. His whole life. And when it comes to Melania, she's just another decoration in the room. That's what she is.
Yeah.
That's it.
She's going to be a rich
understand-
decoration once he dies. She'll be a very rich decoration once he dies. She just, I'm surprised
They
she
can't be soon enough.
poison.
She did switch up her prenup, so
Yes,
She
Cram.
what?
ready to go.
No,
see
get a
her.
bite.
prenup, yeah. We'd like to see that. She'll be a happy woman once he kicks the bucket. By the way, did you see that picture that showed somebody posted something where it said, I don't know, it was a picture of Donnie Jr. with Elon and Trump and JFK all sitting there on the airplane eating fucking McDonald's, and RFK. And it said, I don't know, somebody had posted it, and they put, like, look at this is a table of winners or something like that. I'm thinking, you know what? It was funny because JFK Jr. they even pointed out, I think Adam Mockler pointed it out. He goes, look, he's even drinking a fucking Diet Coke. He's drinking a regular Coke, and he's Mr. Healthy Guy. They all eat McDonald's. All eat McDonald's, sitting there on the fucking table at the airplane. And they look like a goopy fucking bunch. I mean, it was hilarious to see.
Yeah, but if you're on Trump's plane, that's all there is to eat.
Yeah.
If you're that's
McDonald's.
starved to death.
Yeah.
McDonald's. Remember when he took the football team? When they had the football team come
Oh,
to
yeah,
the White
bro.
To the
House?
White House, yeah.
Okay,
I'll have
yeah, just
McDonald's
all the
laid out there.
Right. I remember that. All the hamburgers stacked up on
All
the
the
table.
hamburgers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Right.
the hell?
Think those
Come on.
fries were hot?
Hell
Just saying.
Fuck. And you know what? Those fries get cold, man. They turn into little sticks.
No shit.
You know?
Yeah,
Fast as hell. Fast as hell.
Really? I mean, if you don't eat them when they're hot, you might as well throw them away because they're useless. They're
Yeah.
You can find one
it's like-
under the cushions in your back seat of the car, and there 5 years later, it looks the same way it did when you fell in there. Should tell you something. I'm just saying.
I almost wondered if
They
Yeah,
never
100%
degrade,
right.
man.
You're 100% right. That's what I'm saying.
they'll look like.
Hey,
I've
they
done
don't
that
degrade.
before.
You can
I've done
go
that
look
before.
under the car
I've done
cushions
that.
in your.
I've done it. I've
Yeah.
done that shit before. I've done
Yes.
that. I've been cleaning out.
Pull it
I
out.
cleaned out my cushions in my house and
All
found
you
that
need is
shit.
a little
I'm like, what
ketchup.
the
It's
hell?
just as good as the day you bought it.
What?
Just not hot.
It looks the same.
Anyway, let me
go.
thank Chuckster 255. Brother, always happy to see you in there. Chuckster's been a family member for a very long time. And he said, donated $5, said, hello, Blue Dots. Hope y'all are doing well. We're doing as best we can, Chuckster. We're holding down the fort. We're trying to figure out ways of how the hell this happened and preparing ourselves for the next 2 years as best we can. It's not going to be an easy 2 years. This is going to,
I'm pretty sure how it happened.
yeah. It's going to be, well, we still got, what, a couple months here before he's sworn in?
It got
You know.
fudged, John. That's how it happened.
What's that?
I said it got fudged. Musk had plenty to do with it somewhere along the line. Don't worry.
Oh, I am worried. I am
Well,
worried.
pretty Musk is making himself. You know what? Pretty soon, him and that romance is going to get separated because Musk is trying to take the stage, and Donnie don't like
I
that.
saw a little
shit.
hint
He
about
likes to
that.
be the-
I saw a little hint about that he's trying to take too much of the limelight there. Donnie won't like that. You know,
Even pissing off his transition team. The transition team is they're feeling like their toes are being stepped on because Elon's on everything. So you know what? Go ahead, let him keep pushing it, and pretty soon,
yeah.
Let them
gonna be so far
implode
out of the
themselves, yeah.
Man, imagine
Yeah,
if
that
Bill
romance-
Gates was hanging out with Biden. Imagine if Bill Gates
right.
for 4 days
Oh,
hung
people
out
would've
with
went
Biden
on
for
the
4
list.
days. I mean, the hypocrisy is
Yeah.
unbearable anymore.
I don't know why people don't call it out. Why have we become so numb? We're the only people that
Christopher
are outraged
Roberts says
about
boycott
this. Everybody-
McDonald's. Already do that.
They're like, oh,
Justifications,
it's-
make excuses. I mean, the addiction. It's the cycle and the patterns of addiction is what it is. And I've been saying it for a couple years. I'm completely convinced. It's all rationalizations and all justifications. There's no thought process behind it. It's all instinct and it's all fear-based, and it all comes straight from the core of their soul. They believe 100% that people are coming for them, but they don't know
So
who.
how do we microdose all these people?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think
That's the way we're going to do it, because they need to be enlightened.
Tough.
They need
That-
a little.
tough-
They need a
tough
little
job.
a little rye fungus. It's like the Salem witch trials when everybody went crazy. That was all because of the what LSD is made from, the rye ergot, that people went crazy. But Albert Hoffman in 1943 synthesized it, made it LSD 25. But yeah, it was a rye ergot that caused the Salem witch trials, because people started tripping and they just never quite came down. That was the only problem with it. It would cause gangrene. People just stay up for 3 weeks nonstop, all jagged out of their head. But I don't know. We got to microdose people. Maybe we should start putting it in cookies or something that everybody eats.
Thinking about
Give 'em a little
microdosing myself
dose
to get through the next 2 years. Somebody better microdose. If we can't get them, we might ought to do it ourselves. Shit. Wake me up in 2 years. No, baby, I can't do that, and neither can you. What we're going to do in the next 2 years is going to do exactly what we did in the first term of Trump, and we're going to build this resistance. We can't stop. We're going to try to rally the troops as best we can. I'm going to try to do some changes on my show. I'm going to try to do it split screen to where we can have another pretty face on here to look at besides just mine. And I got to get my buttons fixed here to do all that shit.
Well, good,
But,
because everybody's convincing I should start my own YouTube channel, so we'll both be guests. You know what I mean? I'll bring you on.
I recommend, if anybody has the inclination to start a YouTube channel or use your own voice. Yes. Like I always say, this ain't a competition between anybody. The more voices we have out here, the better it is. The more voices, the more ears.
We need more creative content. That's what they say.
Yeah.
More creator.
There's a chart going around. It's like a circular
Thank you, Mark.
chart that shows the size of influence that the right has compared to the left. Tony Stewart had it on his days ago. And Twitter takes up like a circle on a whole entire center of a 8x11 piece of paper with all these little dots. And the blue side is basically a bunch of quarter-sized dots with a few little maybe $half sized dots. And what we gotta do, pull those quarter sizes into the big balloons. We don't have a big net, is what it is. Twitter by itself covers as much as 2,500 different left-leaning opinionated people, on YouTube. 2,500 different platforms it takes to reach the same amount of people as Twitter does in one little tweet.
Twitter, you mean X, right? Same.
Twix. I still call it Twix, but yeah, Elon banned my 28th alt account today for. Yeah.
He canceled you.
I've never had Twitter. I've never had Twitter. I've never done Twitter, and I never will do Twitter.
No,
I still keep. You know why I keep my X account? Just so that I can post stuff that's pro-democracy there. I just take it and share it. I never spend any time there, but
I never did it. I never did it. You get what I'm saying? So I
do it just to troll Elon. I actually got on
troll
TikTok account today. Get the Blue Sky account going. Everybody definitely sign up on Blue Sky and Substack.
That's what I hear. Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. Yes, I'm recommending it.
I threw my.
Tell me the same thing.
You know what? That's what we should do. Is we should throw our once you join Blue Sky, you could throw your link up in the main discussion, and everybody knows that way that everybody can friend everybody through the main discussion.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm not a big social media guy. Like I like to talk to people. You know what I mean? I got a Facebook.
Blue Sky would be
all
a,
that kind of
you know,
shit.
it's where you can post anything from your mama's recipes to how you feel about religion, politics, or anything else. And it's a public square, but
And while we're at it, go ahead and sub up to the channel. Hit that
Heard a
like
lot of good.
button.
I've heard a lot of good things. When I
Get
get
in
on
the
it,
Discord.
you know, I get on it.
Get
there's
into
there's
the
a
Blue
lot
Dot-
of people already on
not
there.
into it. Get into this Blue Dot Discord, you guys.
Yeah,
And
I heard it had
great
15,000 like in one day. Or
Yep.
15,
Oh yeah, it's
or
got millions.
15
It's got millions of
million?
people.
15 million in one
I
day?
believe. I joined. As soon as I heard
I ain't
about
joined.
it.
I
think
ain't
it
joined
was,
yet.
No.
I just heard
You
about
got-
it yesterday.
Yeah, what's her?
It's free to open account and just jump on there and then start following people that you agree with or look for somebody. I'm on there. There's other people
She's
on
a
there.
good one. You know that Texas can
Yeah,
subscription.
Tennessee Brando's on there. Midas Touch is
Hell
on
yeah.
there. You
I know
know,
House
Texas
Sparks is
Paul, I
on
think,
there
is
too.
on there.
House
Just
Sparks is
Delano.
on there too.
South Park.
Will you just type in Blue Sky to get in
Blue, yeah, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky. It's
Just
an
search Blue Sky
Okay.
on your app device or whatever.
Substack is kind of the side
Hey, let-
platform that Blue Sky
Let me
is
send
using
out
to
one
copy-
more thank you to our darling in DC, Kay Allen, who came in with another $20. Kay, be careful. And said, my channel never took off. I talked about books. You did have a channel. Well, Kay, throw a little of that passion behind it in politics, baby. And get in there and do that. I think very highly of Kay. Anyway, I guess we'll wrap it up for the evening. First off, I want to apologize because I haven't, in the last few shows we've done, have not come in here prepared. I'm doing some fishing. I'm doing some things to distract myself from other shit, which takes my mind away from business. But I'm going to find my way back in due time and have my rants going. It's just taking a little more time than I thought. And
I think you're doing pretty good, John.
I'm hanging
Doing
in there,
pretty
brother.
damn good.
Doing great, brother.
I won't lie a bit. There's not a day goes by that I don't think about her, that I don't talk to her, that she is in my heart, and yeah, it's hard. It's hard, but
So, it's tough. That's what matters is that
Yeah.
you still a
this
good
family
shape.
meant a lot to
That's
her.
what
Although
matters.
she never made an appearance, this family meant a whole lot to her. The gifts that she received over the years from Blue Dots is just, yeah. Anyway, I want to thank everybody
That's
for
it,
coming
Tom.
in tonight. AD, thank you,
Yep.
brother. Enjoy the
Thank you,
conversation.
I love it. Love the conversation, brother.
All right, we got to work on that mic though. Your volume. We got to
I
get
know,
that
I'm sorry.
volume up.
My volume might be fucked, might be screwed up. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it, brother. Your voice is important in here. We appreciate it.
Yep.
There you go. And Bill,
Yes.
thank you for coming
Hey,
in,
how
brother.
was the fishing? How was
Yeah,
the
well,
fishing?
it was very relaxing. Fish didn't bother me a bit. Not a bit.
You looked,
Not a,
you looked like
it
you
was,
were having fun.
I'm not going to lie. My son and I were out there. It had just damn near the same bait on our hook the whole time. My son
no.
caught 2 crabs. You know, had a couple crabs come up, but that was it. And, yeah, king crab legs. The next live stream is going to be on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Our live streams are on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And John's supposed to be doing his rants in between there, but John's been slacking off on his duties. So, yeah, that's
Can't
the
be
way it
doing
goes.
that.
Well,
How'd your Friday go? You went yesterday? You didn't do one yesterday, did you?
no, I
On
went fishing.
Friday, I mean.
I went fishing.
Yeah, okay.
I did. Last
Yeah, you
last
was.
several days. I went Friday, Saturday, and today. Yeah. Didn't have any luck either way. Well, the first 2 times, John's trying to refamiliarize myself with where I used to fish. Yeah, you can't go back. You can't go back home again. Is that old saying or something? Things have changed. So, anyway, Bill, appreciate you coming in, brother.
You betcha. Hey, I didn't do much tonight, but
Yeah.
oh well.
That was your presence, your ambiance. It came in through the room, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no problem.
Anyway,
Thanks, John.
dangerous.
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming in, brother. Always appreciate the voice.
Thank you for letting me join the table. I love everybody here, and I appreciate what we're doing. We're moving forward, and to be continued. That's what I always say.
That's it. To be continued, baby. We ain't done. We're just taking a breather and getting regrouping, and we'll hit this shit again.
Right.
That's what we're gonna do.
Oh,
You
yeah.
adapt, you overcome,
You
you
take it.
move forward, baby. That's what we do. Yeah.
Enjoy your Sunday evening, my friend. I'll catch
You
you on
too.
the flip side.
Indeed.
All right,
Thank you, brother. And Fatty, Grandpa Fatty.
Man, we got snow in these here hills up here, baby. You want to come?
There you?
Get on up here and get a hold of me.
Oh, you're getting ready to go skiing then. I know you.
I went today.
You went today?
Yeah.
Outstanding, outstanding. I'm glad somebody can like that shit.
Oh,
I like.
no.
Hey, send me a picture of it. I love to see it. Oh, it's pretty in a picture. All that white snow and covered the tree. Yeah, real nice.
What do you guys get, like a month of no snow there or something?
Well,
Yeah.
it's,
Suckers.
you know,
During the heat wave. During the heat wave.
Thanksgiving's kind of our shot where the hills want to be open by Thanksgiving, so they get that Black Friday weekend, and they get the whatever the 2 or 3 holidays, Martin Luther King Day and stuff through the wintertime, and then by
Yeah, we ain't gonna get that here this year.
late March,
Mm-mm.
usually by Easter, we pretty much shut down. So 5 months of snow, it's I can't.
Boy, howdy.
But it's always good to be with you guys, you fellas, Miss Chick, for sure. You know, it's always a good day to punch a Nazi in the face, but we got to start with facts first. Facts first is
Facts
information.
first, baby.
Get
And
on the
hang
Blue
in
Dot
there, baby.
Discord,
The fight
all kinds of
continues.
information. There's all kinds of playlists. There's all kinds of stuff that you can use for receipts against these guys that only want to use talking points.
Yeah.
With that, have a great rest of the weekend.
I appreciate your voice in here.
And again, congratulations on
Yes, and
being a
again,
I didn't do much.
Congratulations,
Ran
Grandpa.
around and did about
we,
a
we
2.5
appreciate
mile
the increase in our Blue Dot family.
There you
You
go.
know it. You know it.
Congratulations, brother. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yep.
Outstanding. All right, Fatty, take care of yourself.
You know it.
And Miss Chick.
Yes, John.
Oh, thank you so much. You scared me this evening.
I did.
Yes, you
How'd I
did.
do that?
Oh, you came in right at the last second.
Oh, yeah, I was moving really slow. I still am.
I'm so thankful for you, baby. Anyway, you got anybody you want to call out tonight?
Not tonight. I didn't get a chance because I told
That's
you
all
what
right.
I did for my weekend. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Chores,
that's
baby.
okay.
Chores. Yeah, you
we
gotta
can
get
call
some
out
work done.
everybody. Anybody.
Everybody who
whatever
shared this
any
shit,
of
we
this shit.
appreciate it.
We do. And you can be the new
You could-
person who shares
Right now,
this
you
shit.
could do it right now, right down there. The
Right.
buttons are right down there. Like, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Do that right there.
Yeah.
Numbers improved. Anyway, Miss
Spread
Chick,
it
thank
around.
you.
Spread the love around. There's other people out there that need a little loving. Go find Keith the human. You know.
That's right. Put a smile on their face.
Yep. Tennessee
Sammy
Brando.
Marcy, a friend of mine, caught a 53-pound catfish on chicken bait. Really?
What?
Tell him to kiss my
chicken
butt.
bait.
Chicken heart. Chicken
Is it
heart.
like a whole chicken on a hook? What do you mean?
Well,
Chicken bait.
53-pound catfish. That's a pretty good sized damn catfish.
Oh, you know what I did today, John?
What did you do?
I bought a smoked turkey for Thanksgiving.
Really?
I did.
I love them. They're great.
Yeah. Because I don't want to cook.
Good. I, d-
Don't blame me.
I don't know what I'm gonna do for. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Tis the season. We're coming up on it pretty quick. It'll be Thanksgiving before you know it. Anyway, thank you, Miss Chick, and thank you to everybody who came in tonight to chat, to be a part of this show. It's going to be a long fight, baby. We're not near into it right now. Myself, I'm taking a little time off to fish. Do whatever you need to do to recharge your batteries, to make sure that you're ready, because this is going to turn into a shit show, and it's going to be a long haul for at least 2 years, and before the midterms come up and we have any chance at all of regaining control. But until then, take that time for yourself and recharge them batteries and remind yourself what we're fighting for. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. And put a smile on your face, baby, and share that shit. That's the best shit you can share. So there you go.
John,
Anyway, yes, dear.
Adina Michael just said Stephanie Dean is going to the ER.
Stephanie Dean is going to the ER.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
Not sure what that's all about.
Oh,
I know she's had troubles.
She's had troubles in the past. Let's hope it's nothing.
Well, let's
too
send out
serious.
some good vibes, prayers, whatever you
Indeed.
got.
Indeed.
Thanks, Adina.
Boy. Yes,
Prayers
thank
to
you. Y'all keep those prayers out there. I know I ain't religious, but hey, they might work. Anyway, keep her in your heart. Anyway, y'all take care of yourself. We'll be back here again on Tuesday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. Until then, y'all take care of yourself. Y'all say goodnight.
Good night.
Oh, that's right. I got to do something here. I forgot.
Good night,
What I
John.
Good
night,
night.
John boy.
Good night. Good night, Marion. I got to read this shit.